when the days are short, dark and cold, the lure of winter sunshine becomes quite irresistible. So let's head for Birmingham Airport, from where a 3-hour flight will take us to Gran Canaria, one of the group of islands in the archipelago called the Canaries.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Sun, sun, sun.
The islands were formed by volcanic activity over millions of years, and the rock formations and mountains on the island bear witness to that violent activity. The central part of the island is particularly mountainous, and the roads wind their way tortuously, following the contours of the land, while small villages cling tenaciously to the mountainsides. And birds of prey circle on the lookout for their next meal. Settlements, such as the little town of Fataga, have formed in the shelter of the valleys. The road continues upwards through the valley until we reach the small town of San Bartolomé de Tirana, with its small town square. Stopping briefly for coffee, we stand to admire the rugged mountains before reaching the town of Tillada. The almond blossom is out, and oranges hang from the trees in gardens of well-appointed villas. The well-kept little church stands in the town centre, its pan-tiled towers standing out against the cloudless blue sky. The interior is unusually light and airy. And high above the town, Rock Nublo stands on guard. There are several small lakes in the area, some of which have been designated as tourist sites. And there is more evidence of the work of the elements on the terrain. Moving to the north of Gran Canaria, we come to Arucas, with its neo-Gothic and sombre-looking church of St. John. And then Fergus, well known on the island for its bottled water and popular with visitors for its steps and waterfalls, colourful mosaic seats, and scale models of the Canary Islands. Our route takes us down the coastal village of Agaeta, with its shingle beaches and small promenade, lined with cafes and bars, known as Puerto de las Nieves. ferries ply back and forth to Tenerife from the harbour. Today it is a quiet village, but there is considerable development taking place, and in a few years it will no doubt be a lively resort. Agüita itself is a couple of miles inland, situated on the side of the Tromodaba central mountain mass, and here we see the church and square in typical Spanish arrangement. From Agüita, the road hugs the coast as we proceed in a southwesterly direction. Although there are spectacular views, stopping places are few and far between. The road then crosses the mountain ridge and heads inland to San Nicolas de Tolentino, a town mostly concerned with agriculture and light industry. And from there we continue inland, passing areas where the works of early man are still to be seen, to the village of Morgan and the resort area of Playa de Morgan. This is the smartest and most decorous holiday spot on the whole island. It has a scenic pleasure boat harbour and also a working dock area. Passageways and archways abounding in bougainvillea and other plants. Shops and cafes are aplenty. And the small beach is composed of fine golden sand. The area between Playa de Morgan and San Agustin is principally given over to tourism, and most of the bays host at least one hotel. But the major tourist hotspots are the modern Playa de Ingles, with hundreds of hotels of varying sizes. And Mas Palomas, slightly less brash than its neighbour and possessing a large nature reserve on the coast. including a large area of natural sand dunes, often used by film crews for desert scenes. And here we must leave you, our week in the sun at its end, but now ready to enjoy the English spring and summer.